This Range Rover Evoque has been recovered into us, not being able to be driven. It starts and runs, but you can't move the knob to engage the gear. It's locked in position and the gearbox is in emergency mode. So what we're going to do first of all is do a fault code read and see what that tells us. Along with the customer's description, indicate that it's got an internal mechanical fault with the gearbox. So we're going to take the gearbox out of the car. On this, that involves removing the front subframe and some of the front suspension. It's quite an involved job. Once the gearbox is out, we'll take it into the gearbox workshop, strip it down, inspect the internal components and find what the fault is. So this is the gearbox we've taken out of the Range Rover Evoque. It's a ZF 9 HP 9-speed gearbox, and the car had no drive. So the problem we found once we stripped the gearbox is with the dog clutch. So the dog clutch is actually worn there, and we'll have a look at a good one in a minute. The problem with the dog clutch usually is caused through a hydraulic issue with the gearbox. So it can be down to lack of oil, reducing oil pressure which operates the dog clutch, or it can be down to a problem possibly with one of the sensors, the pressure sensors in the gearbox, particularly that one. This is an undamaged shaft with dog clutch on it. That dog clutch operates like that, engages drive in and out, which is operated hydraulically, and where the damage is on this shaft, it won't allow that to happen. So we'll replace the shaft. We'll then go through the gearbox, check all the clutches, replace them if necessary, put new seals and bearings as required through the gearbox, rebuild the gearbox, and then the gearbox can go back in and be road tested. The gearbox has now been refitted and refilled with fluid, and we've cleared the fault codes, so we're now ready to take it on a road test. So the road test is now complete, car's driven perfectly. The rotary gear change is all operating as it should. We've checked and cleared the fault codes, and we're all happy for the customer now to take the car back.